name is Bob.
Bob?
Bob.
All right, that's what we call them, actually. So hi guys, I'm John Fulton, this is Brandon Olds. We work for what's called Open Learning, a part of TRU. So what we do is distance education. So anybody know what that means?
Yeah.
Anybody want to take a stab at what it means? Distance and education, yes. She knows.
Exactly,
She
perfect.
knows.
Yeah, you go online and you do that.
On YouTube.
So, one thing. Oh, so, my job is to create the media for the courses. Hey, how can I be in two places at once? So I create media for the courses, and Brandon is with me as well. And what we do is we help try to explain certain concepts that are hard to understand purely on a textual basis. Because you imagine you're sitting at your desk looking at your laptop or your screen, and you're just reading and reading and reading, because that's all you get on the computer. Well, we make little videos and stuff that explain things. So for instance, if you were trying to learn how to tie a knot, do you want to read a big textbook on that, or do you want to watch a video of somebody learning how to tie a knot? Right?
Read a textbook, you said?
You want to read a watch somebody tie a tie, and you learn it like that, because you can see. Rather than somebody saying, take the left loop, go through the right loop, and then you're like, which hand? Over the bunny ears, through the hole. So we try to take, anyway, stuff like that pedagogically that is easier to understand if you can watch it visually or listen to it. So that's the main core of what my job is. But we also do things like to deal with technology in other regards. So one thing that we do is called live streaming of convocation, right? So convocation is, what's convocation? That's what you're all wanting to do. Maybe. So what convocation is when you graduate and you get to go to the big ceremony and get your diploma or your degree and say, I did it. I spent all that money, now I have a degree. So there's a big ceremony, and what we would do normally for convocation, we would bring 3 or 4 big broadcast cameras. We bring in a switcher that will take the video signal from each of those cameras and display it. And there's a live stream computer that sends it out to the internet, so that parents of the kids that are actually graduating can be watching from their house if they can open the cameras, right? And we do have people we can see where they're logging in from, and we've had people from South Africa and from Brazil and all over the world watching the convocation to see their son or daughter across the stage. It's a really big moment. So what we've learned this last few months is we found this little software package that we can do the exact same thing with our cell phones. So we just have 2 cell phones, an iPad, and we can do the exact same live stream directly to YouTube, right? So the technology changes so fast, and it's so much smaller and lighter, or right? Like we can just do so many cool things. So we'll get to the drones in a sec. So you can see right now that there's about a 30-second lag, and that's just so that there's any kind of interference in the signal that the person watching isn't going to see it stop. So they give it what's called a buffer. So they wait about 30 seconds and then they send that whole package so that it'll catch up, so you don't lose the feed. So we have this amazing. So what we have here, this little device, we could just switch between. This is going to be boring because I didn't have the other camera, but you could just switch that, and then in 30 seconds you'll see it switch up there. So you can put graphics and all kinds of things in there, and there's a place, because it's on YouTube, you can chat and say, hey, how's it going, right? So it's really cool. So this brings up the idea that, like, the jobs that you guys are going to be getting in the future don't exist yet, right? A lot of the jobs don't exist yet. My job, when I went to school, didn't exist. There was no such thing as an educational technologist in the kind of video thing that I do. Brandon used to be an airplane pilot, right? Helicopter pilot.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Helicopter pilot.
He is a helicopter pilot, but now we can use drones to replace a lot of that work at a much, much cheaper cost, right? Drones are still quite expensive, but there's
$200.
whoa, this one is a lot more than $200. So we're going to show you what this one does. This one belongs to our department. I don't have the propellers on right now, or the camera right now. So normally there'd be a camera under here, and what we bought this for is a way to get video or photography from areas that we normally couldn't get, right? Like if I want to look down on an area of a forest or something, how am I going to do that, right? So this, I can just spit up like a kilometer or two up in the
Looks
air.
like a cow.
Yeah.
It's got the nostrils and like
And
the
I got my googly eyes on it. So this one's very side. When it's flying, these arms actually go up, and then it looks like it should be in Star Wars. It's really cool. So anyway, we use that as a camera platform, right? That's what I want it for. It's a camera platform. Brandon's going to talk about what other areas of TRU use the drones for, and with the special camera, which I'll show you. So that's not a normal imaging camera. That is what's called a thermal imaging camera. So we'll let Brandon go into that.
So who here knows what thermal imaging is, or thermal cameras? What can they do? Yes.